So you'd be able to block 2 camps, and that would kind of destroy the any jungling hero that has to go in and do that, or like stacking, anything like that.
It's like 150 to 200 gold loss for your team.
Yeah, it seems like such a small little thing, but it really is a big issue there.
Yeah, I mean, you see Bounty Hunter take like 16 gold from you in real time, and you get very angry. You don't realize that you just lost 200 gold to a couple of hawks flying around your jungle.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
sense.
fact that was allowed at the very beginning was very surprising, but you know, Dota 2 features, bugs, etc. We all know the drill.
People decided those features shouldn't exist and got rid of it. You can actually block creep camp with rocket flare, but that's a lot more tricky. Because rocket flare counts as a unit as it's flying before it explodes.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That is true, because you see it. It's the green dot projectile flying through the sky.
Yeah.
Mid? Post guy, I don't think he's actually going to go down. He's just going to get only sucked there.
1 soul siphon, cooldown like 40 seconds right now. He's going to be just fine. Does force the disruptor to use only 1-2 tangos here, so you're happy about that. But your ability is now on cooldown for the start of the laning phase. You need to rely on your base damage against the Pugna.
I like what's going on bottom here at the moment. See that Cyber Legacy was actually blocking the creep wave to make sure that these creeps are on top of the tower. That way the Morphling has a much harder time getting last hits at the very beginning. Of course, most Morphlings go straight into Morph, so they have that extra little bit of damage, but it's a little bit of damage.
Yep.
It's not going to make the most significant difference.
Right now, he's got a lot less than the Legion Commander. He's got 67, plus the Crawling Blade for another 18 on creeps. He must all have to be a melee hero.
Ooh. Nyx. He's got to be careful. He's getting chumped on here. He can't morph quick enough. He does have the Fairy Fire, and that will hold him over for the time being. But Cyber Legacy, very low HP in this lane either way. The big thing about this is that Thunderstrike is a real good spell. Right? It does a lot of damage at level 1.
Thunderstrike is a good spell, but I argue that Press the Attack is also a good spell. That de-spells Thunderstrike and heals you too.
That's true. It has 2 purposes.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Photic Shield.
Exactly like a Photic Shield.
Or, you know, hitting R on your Oracle player.
Yes. But anyways, it's a pretty good counter to Disrupt in the laning phase. Just being able, yeah, he got it at level 2 instead of Moment of Courage, trade onto the wave. He might use it on himself. He doesn't. So, he'll probably use it next time or save a little bit of mana once this Disruptor hits level 3. He wants to start using level 2 Thunderstrikes, or even to stop him or discourage him from maxing out Thunderstrike first. Just being able to dispel that Thunderstrike debuff, no longer doing damage to you, and suddenly you're healing. It could be a very big turnaround in the laning phase for the Legion Commander.
I know it's such a small little thing. They've denied literally every range creep so far.
That's not a
Cyber Legacy. Well, I mean, nobody really looks at how many denies the hero. Well, I mean, everybody looks at how many denies you have early into the game, but all 4 denies. Well, actually, all 2 denies, because it's been double wave so far. So,
yep.
But all the denies have been range creeps. Like that was another range creep that just got denied.
Mm-hmm. He knows what's important. Bit easier to get those ones as well since they're further away from the enemy team. Those are the ones that matter most.
Yeah, this all kind of started when they decided just to block that creep wave down in the bot. And just kind of screwed the lane up a little bit here, but Morphling's always able to recover. He's another one of the Terrorblade effect heroes, so... Just walks into the jungle, farms for a little bit, comes back out. He's got Mantis, though.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty safe here once he hits level 3. At the moment, he has to be careful. He only has a single poisoned morph. Once he hits... Yeah, there he is. Now he's going to be able to out-heal any of the damage that they do to him because they don't have any lockdown. Don't really have much nuke either. I mean, they're not going to be able to blow him up in the Splinter Blast overwhelming odds. It's just not quite enough to be able to burst him down.
So, enough about this bot lane. It's already, I want to talk about how much better Kasani's having a mid-game in comparison to last game.
Okay. Last game, we saw him
16 to
die
4.
3 times very, very quickly. This time the game mid lane looks pretty even. Actually, slightly ahead of the Death Prophet. So he's a lot happier this game, and you have to be careful if you're the Death Prophet as well. And I like what he's doing here, maxing out on Deny It. There you go.
Ooh,
So,
spicy.
putting a point into the Nether Ward is really good here, slowing down the mana regen, making it so you can't spam out Creep Wave with the Crypt Swarm.
Ooh. Nick's courier getting clipped down in the bot here. Bignum just getting a cheeky Arctic burn kill on it.
It makes sense to use that ability. You get a little bit of gold for your entire team. It's like a last hit for everybody.
Man, this is just moderately slower in comparison to game 1 so far. But to be fair, in game 1 we were literally just watching mid the whole entire time and watching Storm just die constantly.
Alright, so it's sitting on the rune, 5 minutes, but Disruptor goes and grabs the one closer to the Dire team space. It's the best he can do, but 3 for 1. Again, pretty happy if you're Cyber Legacy. I do see HellRaisers running away with this game the first like 20 minutes of it though. If that's what they choose to do anyways, they may choose to let it go out because you're in a pretty good spot to let the game go late with a Morphling.
I mean, I feel like you
You're
don't
allowed
really
to have an opinion.
I feel like you don't really want to go like super duper late with Morphling versus PL because it's the other thing is that there's a Legion commander in the game. Legion scales not infinitely because it's all dependent on like how you get the kills. By the way, First Blood declared up in the top. I think that was just disruption with like a good line of creeps that were existing in the AO. Unless
Yes.
Pango has a Dominator. Nope, just good line of creeps. Lots of damage, and you know, the typical thing about Shadow Demon, just hitting Shadow Poison stacks up pretty dang high. Back down in bottom, we see Miposhka is going to end up going down here, and Nyx is under the tower here. You don't want to dive too hard. At Courier, he just hits level 5, so we'll be safe for the time being.
Yeah. And again, Nyx is a lot harder to take down. He's got a lot of points in strength right now, but he's able to morph so quickly without any disables right now. They're not going to be able to bring him down.
They want to bring him down so hard, though. No mana available for this Legion Commander. He can't purge this Thunderstrike, and he will purge it now. Just barely, inch away getting the mana. They will glimpse him back, though, and bigged him. It's actually probably going to go down here. Nyx just trying to stack with his HP a little bit here. Will pop the heal at the last second. Nyx, I would not want to do that. That's... Okay, well...
That is a risky play.
He wanted to do that real bad. And if Legion was a little bit quicker on that, he probably would have gotten the kill too. But
nah, he doesn't have overwhelming odds right now. No mana, remember?
I think he had a courier coming in with a mango. No, it's tangos and salve. So
No, that's Winter Wyverns.
ah,
Winter Wyvern also coming in, mangoing the Legion Commander, so she's going to be in a slightly better spot. But yeah, that was the big brain play by the Morphling. Well, not necessarily big brain, that was the high risk, low reward.
Nyx. Again, like they want to try and kill this Morphling. They're going to go ahead and just keep hitting him with spells, but he'll just go ahead and just morph him back into strength. He's got 11 wand charges. He's going to drop his Wraith Bands, and it's pretty much good to go.
Yeah, Legion Commander messing up a little bit there, though, popping that press the attack, leaving on cooldown for when Disruptor uses Thunderstrike. He needs to be a little bit more careful about wasting that spell. Because again, the biggest reason this spell is so powerful is the strong D-spell. It takes stuns off you, it takes all the debuffs off you. You're negating a lot of damage using it after that first hit of Thunderstrike. So that's when you should be saving it for. Or for when somebody's like stunned in a major team fight, but that's outside the laning phase and doesn't matter. Alright, let's take a look back here in the mid lane. Last game, at this point, Death Prophet was like level 8, the enemies, the Stormtrooper was like level 4, Tower was getting pushed down, 4 people were rotating mid. Now we see the Tower almost taken down here on HellRaisers.
Deniable as well, but it's dead. 100%.
Yeah,
No way you can
he's having a much
out-deny
better time.
325 burst damage.
This isn't just about doing well in this game. This is about proving yourself when you're not in a counter hero matchup. So he's probably hyper focused on this game and to do as well as he can in the laning phase. His
So
team
now-
is probably not pleased with him after last game.
So now I know we haven't really talked about it too much. Enigma is he's got a lot of farm.
Mhm.
He's got his Dominator. He's second to top in the last hits, but I'm gonna quickly switch over to net worth. Well, he's fourth in the net worth actually. So anything I'm about to say might not actually be that viable, but he's at the same net worth as his Morphling in the mid. But PL having a fantastic game in the meantime. He's actually gonna go for his first item, Yasha. It's pretty standard to go for that Yasha just immediately.
Getting around the map a little bit quicker allows you to farm faster as well. Makes a lot of sense. Helps get that diffusal blade up and running quicker. And it's going to be important for him to get his Manta style as well. Like popping a Manta can get you out of the static storm sometimes, which is ridiculous. I mean, sorry, kinetic field, which is ridiculous, but whatever, it's a feature.
Remember when being able to fly out of Mars Arena was a feature?
Yeah, that was nice.
It was great. That's the only reason you picked Batrider against Mars.
I think you could roll that with Earth Spirit as well.
Yeah, you were able to roll out of it. You were able to cookie out of it, and you were able to fly out of it. You could still get pushed out of it technically, and by pushed I mean like lifted and then pushed out. So Kunkka lift with Torrent then Spear.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
The Z-axis works very weird in Dota, and I could go off about it for a very long time, but we've got a game to play here.
Yeah, just we don't need to apply attempted knowledge towards Dota. That's not how Dota works.
All right, Roger here, clearing these creep camps on the enemy side of the map, and I absolutely love it when teams they start to play aggressive. They start clearing the enemy camps and playing on their side of the map. Palamento's responding to this pretty well. He says, you know what, if you're gonna push, Winter Riven can dive pretty far back here.
Well, they dropped the
Actually,
curse
they're
and
gonna kill me.
yeah, that's dead.
All right, so they managed to get the punish there off on Roger. I mean, Roger made the correct play of trying to dive there, but take out the trees. He goes down though. I was just talking about Palamentos here, farming the enemy jungle while the HellRaisers plays like as aggressive as possible in their jungle. This is exactly what he should be doing. You know, if the enemies decide to invade our jungle, well, they're on the opposite side of the map as long as they get this tier 1 tower here.
You see a lot of damage going on Pikachu. It's actually barely gonna escape from this one. Just a little bit of heal that came from the it came from press the attack. But Legion Commander will definitely be traded off here, so they lose one for this, but he'll gladly trade his life to make sure that your mid gets out perfectly fine.
Yeah. Oh, but
well,
might
so
not
much
be
for perfectly
fine.
Nyx comes in. He does have Spirit Siphon of his own. He's trying to hold the kill, and he will get him. Don't know where that Crypt Storm was going, though.
He's gonna get away with it.
Yeah, there's nothing they could do.
He can't keep getting away with this speed. 400 gold going the way of Morphling. And that was off of them trying to push and take advantage of Exorcism right there. And I gotta say, I saw this coming. HellRaisers just has way more damage right now. They're way easier for them to take a fight. Even like off the back of that Enigma diving the top lane and getting picked off while trying to take that Winter Wyvern. Cyber Legacy tried to take this fight, but they couldn't get that tier 1 there, even with the Exorcism. All the meanwhile, Palamentos here on the PL, he's trying to farm his way like back into this game and like pull that Terrorblade effect that we saw the last game HellRaisers do.
Well,
but
they're about
I don't think it's gonna be fast enough.
Oh, never mind, it was. Oh, that hurts a lot. Oh, there was a ward there. That it's true. They did see him coming in from the sidelines, so they knew exactly when that black hole was coming. And they're gonna pay for it. Funnick might be going down here. He does have roll, actually, so if he really needs to get out, he probably should do it right now. And he's rolling. He's outie.
I mean, he's out, but the mental scar of missing that black hole remains.
Yeah, but he's not the Enigma player, so who cares?
Yikes. I mean,
yeah, I know.
That was their chance to kill a guy at the top of the net worth chart, but PL gets away. And he continues to farm the bottom lane and the Radiant team jungle.
They want to be able to take him down. They really do. But it's one of the hardest heroes to take down right now. I remember it was there was a period of time where it was all about running PL.
Yep.
And Terrorblade with Battle Fury. So
I mean, their tools to get him right now are like the Black Hole and Kinetic Field Static Storm. But to do either of those things, they need to get on top of him first. Without him like doppelganging out of them. They don't have the Blink Dagger and the Enigma, so they can't get on top of the PL. Like that was their best chance. Unfortunately, he managed to get away with it. Smoke up here.
CL looking for that kill anybody in the mid here. They do manage to walk on top of their ward, so they know that Funnick is here. They want to get him at least.
They can Connect Field and Static Storm here, but they decide not to
dropped it.
get back.
You get the duel. They're not going to take the fight. He glimpsed back one, but it's not going to find anything on top of that. I think Poshka's going to go down with it too, and this is just probably a Roche if they want to do it. There's an Arcane Rune as well in the Death Prophet, but maybe they just want to try and take some more tower aggression because there is the constant looming threat that HR have two pushing Esk heroes available.
Yeah. Again, we talked about lack of damage. I don't think they have the damage to do Roshan fast enough here. Like, even if they pop Exorcism, they tank up the Roshan with the Cold Embrace, it still takes them too long. The hero's going to be back up on the side of HellRaisers. So, I'm not sure why Disruptor didn't just pop Kinetic Field Static Storm with all the enemies were on to Pangolier there, though. That didn't make that much sense to me. I mean, it's only a 70-second cooldown spell. Actually, 90 at level 1. My apologies. 90-second cooldown spell at level 1. You're probably going to have it back up by the time you take another team fight against them. So use that, possibly save your ally, get out, or position yourself to take the fight, I think. Pressing the buttons is important.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to reword he's outie, but you have to let that one fly.
You can't say that. Anyways.
He's Benzie then, whatever.
He's Benzie. Van brace up, but Death Prophet opts to go for the Essence Ring instead. Probably worried about being bursted down by the enemy team. It does give you a bit more bulk. The extra mana regen and int is also pretty nice. Overall, pretty good. Being able to spam out creep waves and jungle camps in a pretty good place.
All right, so, ow.
Okay.
What big items are we? I'm doing all right. What big items are we looking for then?
Big items right now.
Lightning.
Blink Dagger on the Enigma was very important to be able to kill the PL. He's got that now. Again, we were just talking about the fact that they have nothing to get on top of him and stun him. They have a solution to that now. Vlad's on the Pangolier is pretty important. They have that. Next he's going for his Maelstrom, which makes a lot of sense. He's got some serious damage problems right now. He does okay on his own right, but he wants to do a little bit more, especially against the PL to help clear out his illusions a little bit easier.
Yeah, they need the eventual illusion clear. There's no one real hero that can do that. They're not the Legion commander. And, I mean, the closest thing you really have, I guess, is dropping... Nether Blasts. But you can dodge those if you're quick enough on your PL hero.
Pugna has opted to go for Force Staff next. I'm not sure how I feel about that, especially given its nerf and the fact that they're playing a good shout out. I'm going to stop myself short here because might see them respond to this Roche fight. They're taking it down a lot faster than I thought they'd be able to right now. One of the reasons why, alright, you're in position right now with Poshka, but I don't think he's going to do anything. They're too slow. They're just not responding to this.
I don't... Well, okay, they should have had to respond to this a long time ago. They're TPing everybody in now, and this Roshan is dead. There's literally nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, it's too late now. There's no point for you to have come if you were going to come this late.
Poshka's trying to find someone cheeky to glimpse, though. He does bring in the Legion. No disable procs, actually.
That's the last person you want, though. A person with the Purge, tons of movement speed, armor, and the Hooded Defiance. So, Legion Banner just walks right out after that. And yeah, you're in an okay position to take a fight right here, but they can reset if they want on Cyber Legacy.
So they actually ended up...
be very careful.
They tried to go for Nyx on the sidelines here with the PL coming in, and it looks like Pikachu's actually just going to go for Kasani, but the Force Staff was finished up. They bring him up to the high ground, and Funnick, everyone's able to escape from this one, at least for the time being. At Palamintos, he wants them. He wants them good. Does have his Q in 1 second. We'll go ahead and jump over to the low side here, but all they have to really do is just use spells on him. But oh, he'll be able to get out, actually. I thought that was going to be kind of a duel there, but maybe they didn't want to risk it. They know the black hole is up, and they don't know where the Enigma is.
Yep. And your Exorcism isn't down at the moment. You're happy to take Aegis and leave the fight. Wait until Exorcism isn't back up if you can here. So that's exactly what they do. You did overextend a little bit on HellRaisers, but not enough for Cyber Legacy to really push it there. So another probably 40 seconds before they're ready to push down a lane here with the Aegis. PL just about has his Mantis Eye. Once that's up, he's going to be able to get the disarm off of Lucky Shot off himself without expending Doppelganger. Going to be happy about that.
Yeah, this is definitely a fight of the most farmed two heroes, and it's the big thing about it is that Palamintos has, although he's just been jungling most of the time, it feels like they've done a lot more on this map in comparison to HR and running with the Morphling. Like, Morphling is, well, I say that actually, they just did take the first tier 2 tower of the game, but still, it's just Morphling's items are very few and selective, and still at the second to top of the net worth, and you could see the items that PL has and what they'll be able to actually like give and do in the fight. It's also on the fact, like you were saying, there's a very reliable way that you can now disable the disarm in comparison to Morphling, who would end up getting disarmed, who also has Manta, but still, by the way, they do manage to get the Death Prophet in the mid. No available rotations for that one. But the big thing about that is that, like, Nyx's items aren't really just items for him. It's just how much stats are you going to be able to stack. And PL doesn't really care about that. If you have mana to burn, that's all the bonus damage that he needs.
I think the Death Prophet being there was more the Death Prophet being tilted than them catching the Death Prophet out there. I mean, the Exorcism's up. They have the Aegis. I think they think, okay, we're winning now. We need to push at the moment. Why aren't we grouped up mid? And then gets picked off and dies. And that's a lot of what Cyber Legacy did last game, actually. Like, they had such a huge lead. They started pushing, and they got caught out in really weird spots, and they didn't group up with all 5. I think we might see a repeat of that this game. Even though I said around 20 minutes, I thought HellRaisers would be in a way better position and just end the game. I think Cyber Legacy might just like get tilted and have the game turn on its head again.
Well, I mean, the only difference is that this time is that there's no real one crazy hero that's going to be able to super turn this around, because last time the Terrorblade was on top of the net worth almost the whole entire game, and in comparison, this time it's now their own hero that's on the top of the net worth for this whole entire game. But
he's not head and shoulders above the Morphling, but he does have another 1,000 gold in him.
Right. All Morphling really needs is one lucky shotgun, and he'll be able to get this. There is a duel that's going out immediately out on the Disruptor. So that's another big thing, too, is that duel is constantly available if they want to end up trying to get some extra secure there. Funnick trying to disengage for the time being. He does have to roll if he wants to get out of here, but this might be a team fight. In fact, it looks like it could very well be. Silence goes out onto the Morphling. He has Manta Style, though, so he's not phased by this one. The counter silence goes out. The Winter's Curse goes out on Pango, though. There's nobody nearby in Bignum. He's trying to get out of here, but everyone coming in. Funnick does end up dropping the black hole actually on the back lines. It goes immediately out onto the PL Roger, though. He's not going to be able to find the kill, and especially since he has Aegis anyway. But they do at least try to go for Pikachu here. They jump towards him. The Yule's up in the air. Nick's taking a lot of damage from the Exorcism. There's another Essence Ring pop going out there. Pikachu does manage to find the heal, but he is going to be brought down with the duel immediately being thrown out there, trying to make sure he stays alive during duel, but it's not going to happen. They get the duel damage. They get the easy kill. Kasane needs to escape. Funnick at least trying to find a return here, but there is an Aegis still. They actually are going to go one more attempt here at the Legion Commander being brought to the sidelines. Not going to be able to get enough, but they do have the Kinetic Field Static Storm combo, as well as a Midnight Pulse with the jump from Funnick. They'll find the kill, and they're looking for Lestaro, but he's going to be able to get out the last second. They do end up being at the top of that fight for the whole entire time.
Yeah, 2 for 4 trade, and he managed to get the Aegis in the middle of that. It looked a little bit odd seeing the back line, the PL get solo Black Hole while still having the Aegis of the Phantom Lancer, but that was, even though they didn't bring the Phantom Lancer down at the start, they used the Black Hole just on one hero. The beauty of that was they kept that hero with all the net worth out of the fight, like 13,000 on the Phantom Lancer, and he wasn't joining his team like while the fight was happening on the other side. It was the Enigma and Phantom Lancer fighting each other, and Enigma keeping the PL out of the fight. I mean, say what you will about Roger, but he didn't kill him at the start, but he kept like the top net worth hero, 13,000 gold out of that fight and their carry. That was where all the damage from Cyber Legacy was going to come from. And we talked about the lack of damage that they had at the start of this game. Like, they don't have the nukes or the DPS on the heroes. They need farm on the PL, and they kept that farmed PL out of the fight the entire time. That's what went so well there for them. Even though it looked like, okay, he wasted the Black Hole, what the hell were you doing on the back line?
Oh no,
That's
I
really
knew
what
he
won
didn't
them the
waste
fight.
it, like
Yeah.
100%. Like it was definitely just to hold him over. It's the equivalent of using like Winter's Curse, like you were talking about, using Winter's Curse on a BKB target
Yeah.
that's like a mile away, but that 1 mile away could be a Sven with a Ag Stormhammer, and
Yeah.
he'll just be there in like literal split seconds. It's the same thing with the with PL, because you know you jump in there with Phantom Rush.
Goodbye, Maposhka.
I did see it. Yeah, he just got immediately destroyed there. Implob proc as well. Ooh, spider legs. Oh, why would you not take that as a Legion commander? Hello?
It's a pretty good item. You have your phase boots though. Extra damage, extra armor.
Yeah, well, you don't toss out your phase boots to have spider legs.
Yeah,
both.
But the Vambrace, magic resistance. Come on, playing
Spider
against
legs.
10%
But spider
magic.
legs.
Okay, but spider legs, Pete.
Looks like it might be a winter item, actually.
Mhm.
I can't see the courier. Yeah, it's a winter item. Shotgun, though. First reveal goes out onto Pikachu immediately down in the bot there. Actually, I think we saw... No, it was just the Ghost Scepter last fight.
Yep.
So we do see big network swing, though. The duel goes out immediately out on the Pug. Now, this is the only hero that could really kind of just not die in a duel, and he will die. The Poshka will also go down on the sidelines, and this is huge, actually. HR losing all of their heroes in very different spots and scenarios. Roger, though, drops a 3-man Black Hole, but it's not going to matter because the Winter's Curse just goes out immediately. They can't buy time for the rest of the heroes to be there either, so wasted BKB, wasted Black Hole. They're going to also get the Dominator creep. That's 200 gold as well, and this CL, they have the right heroes to do all this pick-off kind of stuff, and they are going to try and run with it as well.
All you did there was put your things on cooldown on the Enigma. Now you don't have Black Hole to be able to defend from the enemy's push. The only saving grace right now is the lanes are pretty shoved in. They have to spend a bunch of time like running around the map and dealing with that. I mean, they're in an okay spot in the bottom lane. I think they might be able to get... Now, even then, I don't think they're even going to be able to get this tier 2 bot. So even though they took that fight, they did get a little bit of a net worth swing back into this game on Cyber Legacy, but they don't get any extra map control from winning that fight. And Morphling up here in the top lane. I think... Yeah. You have a serious Morphling problem now. He's going to be running around like mid-top inside your jungle, constantly pressuring this top tier 3 tower. You have a repair kit, which is amazing at the moment because that tier 3 tower just about dropped. Could be the... I really think like 40% tower health can be the difference between like winning and losing a game. Like once you don't have that tier 3 there, like keeping those lanes from being like shoved into your tower and just hitting your racks becomes so much more difficult.
Remember when it used to give split shot?
It gave split shot? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That was ridiculous.
every single time repair kit was in the game, you knew you weren't going to be able to get the push in.
Yeah. I still think current split shot on towers when you fortify is ridiculous. I'll pop that stuff in the middle of a team fight under my tower.
I mean,
That's a lot of
that
damage.
is... Yeah, I mean, that is what makes the team fight, like, different, is just having that immense burst damage on 4 different targets.
You already have the armor buff from nearby towers. In fact, there's split shot into it as well. It's insane. Roshan responding in 20 seconds here. It looked like it was a pretty late respawn. Everyone's grouped up around the pit. You need to start positioning right now if you're HellRaisers as well. Giving them, you did manage to fight the Aegis last time, but I think you were somewhat lucky. The fact that you got to separate the guy with the Aegis from the team fight, you can't really let them have it again, especially with cheese as well. If they get that cheese up on Death Prophet, and are able to play really far forward with the Exorcism and the Aegis on PL, these fights become so much harder to take. So, Cyber Legacy has scouted it out, but you're not in position right now on the Morphling.
Yeah, and they had that Eidolon go in there, like you were talking about. Smoke on the outside of the pit.
Right, here we go.
They want to try to at least pick off a hero while they're trying to rotate in. The problem is that there is a ward here, but I don't think this one actually revealed the smoke. Roger does not want to be where he is, though. He's the only one that could get caught out immediately. Blinks away. Immediately. Now he's farming up on this hill here. They do see Pikachu. They start the roll, and they're pumping it. They go immediately for the first, but there's no one they could really find the initial targets for, and it looks like this just might be... Actually, no. They tried to go for the Shadow Demon. The shotgun was there, but we see Nyx losing all of his HP here. He is going to start morphing, but Belino goes in there with the Diffusal Blade as well as the Abyssal. He gets out just in time, but the Static Storm is not going to find any real targets. He's trying to disengage. The duel's out on the Disruptor, though. They find that one, but the Black Hole goes through the Winter's Curse, though, as an immediate response. They do find one-to-one. Morphling still trying to regen and heal up with what he can, but he's probably just out of here. And they will end up losing Roger. The Ghost Scepter, E-Blade, I mean, it's not going to change anything here. Immense damage coming out. And now, I think CL, either they take this mid, which they're not, and they're going to go into the Roshan pit instead.
Yeah. So, all abilities on cooldown, both sides. I think at this moment, you're very happy to back up. Actually, they're not. They're trying to chase Funnick around. I'm not sure what they're doing right now on Cyber Legacy.
Yeah,
right now, their best bet is probably heading into the pit.
Yeah, Funnick's not really concerned about this, especially since he was trying to get his Aghanim Scepter, so now he's got it. And now they could probably re-engage in team fights. They have the roll available. There's no Black Hole still. It's not going to be up for a very long time, but HR really didn't lose too much there. I definitely thought the Morphling was going to go down, and maybe I don't know if this was the first time or how many other times it's happened before, but I think for the first time in a little while, we see the net worth going on the side of HR.
No, it's actually been up there for a little bit now.
Ah. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's been there for the last 16 minutes.
Yep.
Just went to the net worth chart. Oh, okay, well.
It's felt like a Cyber Legacy game, but they've kept their net worth up pretty good on HellRaisers as well. So now they're going to take this Roche fight here. I don't think you're able to fight against Cyber Legacy without Black Hole right now.
Well, they do drop in there with a roll, and they immediately end up dropping the curse on the Pango there. And they get the duel to follow suit. Pango's dead.
Yep.
Long live Pangolier.
Long live Pangolier. The Pangolier is dead now.
Well, that's what long live Pango means. Come on. It's not even ancient history. Anyway, Roshan goes down. Still took a little bit longer because they didn't want to end up using... Well, actually, I say don't want to end up using Exorcism. It just... No, it was actually up. Oh! The Legion Commander just got glimpsed back into the pit instead of TPing back to the base.
Yes.
Feels good, man.
Feels good. So anyways, Legion... sorry. Exorcism popped. They managed to take that tier 2 tower there. Morphling's pretty farm, but I feel like he's not... They can't bring down the PL anymore. Like, the one time they managed to take him out of the fight, that was amazing. Yeah, the fight went your way, but at the moment, you don't have the lockdown to bring him down. You don't have the DPS outside of, like, having everybody on him at the same time. And this is just going to continue to get worse. They have they're building the Satanic next to the extra status resistance as well as the HP. Status resistance is so amazing. Anyways.
Yeah, well, PL, I want to say is spiraling out of control, but we can see that there has been ways for them to take care of it. But the problem is, every way that they have that's able to really take care of the PL can be interrupted by Winter Wyvern just dropping Curse.
Yep. And then suddenly your ability is on cooldown and PL is out of it just fine. You can re-engage in a couple seconds.
Smoke up again.
Now as well.
Yeah, smoke up again on the side of HR. They got Black Hole up and ready again. It's level 17, so it has a slightly bit cooldown as well as the 15% CBR. They go for Bignum here. That'd be a pretty good one, but they drop for Pikachu and Bignum. Winner's Curse. Winner's Curse? Winner's Curse. There it is. The shotgun goes out, though, but Enigma doesn't do a lot of damage, and Pikachu just BKB'd up for the time being. They're going to go ahead and Glimmer Cape roll out. And it looks like they got... They wanted Pikachu, but they got who they can get because now everyone is here, and it looks like there's at least one hero going down in this scenario.
Yeah.
And there he goes.
Can't do a whole lot when the Demonic Purge is on. He kept himself alive for a little bit by popping that Decrepify before he TP'd, so he went to duel on him. Legion Commander wasn't able to actually hit him. Take the Shrine, and I think this is the time that they want to push. I mean, you have the Aegis up on the PL right now. It's going to last another
2 minutes?
30 seconds. Minute and 30 seconds? 2 minutes and 30 seconds? Something. Minute and 30 seconds, anyways.
Yeah, okay. So, another quick thing. All right. I say another quick thing, but this is how Dota works. There's always quick things.
Quick things, go on.
Yeah, more quick things. Quick maths. Enigma, Roger, is real damn tired of getting ulted. He's actually queued up for the Lincoln Sphere next. I feel like... I know that there's like so many... He needed BKB, obviously, so he doesn't get silenced by the Death Prophet when he's not in the pit, or disrupted by the Shadow Demon at any point in time during Ultimate. So I know that the BKB was also worth it. And Blink Dagger was something he needed. Like, this is the last item he needs to be able to turn this around. Unless PL just tries to pop it with the Abyssal Blink.
Yeah, that could happen as well. I mean, you want to get on top of the PL and not have him get on top of you with the Abyssal Blink, I think, though. So I don't imagine that's going to be an issue. But he just wants to use one spell. Come on, guys. Just let him have it, Cyber Legacy. Let him use his Black Hole. We'll start to push. They're 15 seconds here on the Aegis.
Yeah, they do end up taking the last tier 2 tower on the side.
15, sorry, minute and 15 seconds, not 15 seconds. What am I saying?
For what?
So if they were gonna push, yeah, if they were gonna push, it would have had to been right there. Another like 50 seconds here. I don't think that they're going to be able to use the Aegis the next fight unless they do it right now. Yeah, I don't see it happening. If they decide to take this fight right now, the Aegis may expire in the middle of it by the time the creeps get down to the mid lane.
Is this... Whose courier is this? That's a smoke. Okay. Because I don't see the Satanic being queued up on PL anymore, so I thought it was gone. But it looks like you were saying, they're just trying to put any sort of aggression on this tower now. This Aegis not quite gone just yet, but they want to play around it, and I think HR, they really want to take this fight. There's no Lincoln Sphere on the Enigma, though. Obviously, just it's going to be a long time until that happens.
10 seconds until Aegis reclaimed.
I think CL is... they're going to take the tower, and I think they're going to take at least A racks here, because your Winter Wyvern's all the way in the back. There's no real way. You hear the Aegis expire, and CL are going to disengage. Maybe they want to try to get a return fight. They glimpse in the PL.
Oh.
They whiff it, though, just by a quick second. But that's power of Doppelganger.
Yeah. PL gets out of there. Or the Glimmer Cape as well, help them get out of there, too. But they have to be careful about leaving their base right now. And again, if they do manage to get a good initiation off into the heroes in Cyber Legacy, Winter Wyvern is there to reset the fight and turn things around. He's got the Aether Lens as well, so do it from pretty far away too.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So
Decides to move around their jungle as a unit. Still 2 minutes 15 seconds away from tier 4 items. When that happens, we might see a little bit more action. But at the moment, Exorcism down. You still do have the cheese, but you definitely want to wait for Exorcism before trying to do another push.
Well, there's no aggressive
Looks like
dire
you don't
wards,
want to raid on the HellRaisers, though.
They find Palamentos in the
for
back here. They want him. They find the immediate disarm. They Glimmer Cape him as well, and Funnick, they're just like, oh, no, they glimpse him. There's no Doppel. Oh, what?
Oh,
they
disrupt
oh, disruption.
Not today.
Oh, wait, I just saw Lincoln's pop. Who has a Lincoln's? Oh, the Morphling threw it onto Roger. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, I feel like that's what you want to do now. Every time that like Enigma's going to go in for that black hole, you should actually just cast it on him, even if he has its own. Because then you have the 2, and then it's just real good. All right, so next item for Morphling. I'm thinking he's going to do the Satanic. He still has the lifesteal left over from the very beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He'll swap it out for his wand. He'll go for the lifesteal. He wants this home to get 25 because he can't safely jungle at the moment. They don't know what wards are up in the jungle, so they don't really want to try to push it too hard.
Well, Satanic's pretty good. Status resistance as well. Save him from the duels. The 30% status resistance goes a very long way when you're reducing a 5.5 second duel. It's down to like what, 4? 4 sounds correct. Not a little bit more than 4. Wait, no, around 4. Anyways,
Some number that's
it just
lower than
feels
the
like-
initial number.
yeah, I just keep thinking back to Roger right now and how rough this game has been for him. I mean, his biggest play this game hasn't even been like some crazy black hole that won his team the fight. It was keeping the PL away from the enemy team. I think that Roger's an amazing support player who does who has a huge impact in ways that a lot of people don't see it.
Yeah, well, it's the power of a backline support.
Mhm.
And like Roger does like to play a lot of those playmaking supports, but they're the back end supports.
Yeah.
And I mean, we saw it obviously when he ended up black holing the PL earlier in the team fight in the top, and that changed everything completely. I don't think any other player would have done that. I think any other player would have just died, or they would have done reactionary black hole because they were dying.
Yeah.
But Roger opened with black hole, and then that gave them the ability to actually team fight there. So yeah, Roger is a very quick, very smart player with his supports. It's just like you said, you can't really see it. But alas, that's how supports work.
They said TS. Does that mean TeamSpeak?
Yes.
These people are using TeamSpeak.
Yes. Because apparently it has like some better connection quality or something like that. I don't
see.
know. It's a program, I guess, that's made, and its sole purpose was to have collective communications in some giant server or some sort. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, so we're telephones, but we don't use those.
Yes, are you saying that you are going to play Dota right now with your friends, but only through communicating on your cell phone? No. On your home phone.
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to see that happen.
Only if it's an AT&T line, though.
People are wondering, they're the sponsors, so.
Anyways,
They do have a pretty good service, though.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
They cover like 98%, I think, of California. The problem is that the 2% is like you're in the hills, so nobody covers the hills.
Yeah. People already know it's great. What they want to know is about this Dota game, though. So, Exorcism here, ready on the Death Prophet. They have the cheese. I mean, they could wait for a quick Roshan respawn. We see it's possible for it to pop up in a couple seconds here. Maybe Winter Wyvern going to go scout it out on top of grabbing these bounty runes here. We'll see.
Well, Roshan now has the will spawn in 1 minute, so we'll know for
9
sure. So
9
what?
minute respawn
That's number 3 then.
Yep, number 3.
So that
it'll have
means-
a refresher shard or.
That means we get to take a bet again. All right, Shard or Agsynth?
Egg synth.
I
I
will
mean,
take Shard then.
Shard would also be pretty good here. Being able to get a second Winter's Curse or a second Exorcism up after the first one ends would be
Duel on the Poshka.
quite nice.
You see pick off on the sidelines there, but not really much to miss. Actually, I think he picked up a gem.
Wait, what?
Nope, that's their own gem. Never mind.
That's their own gem. So he's fine.
Oh,
They've-
we're actually going to see BKB actually on the Morphling next.
That makes sense. I mean, the biggest issue for getting that BKB is the fact that you could be Winter's Curse, but it's mostly been dropped on the Enigma to cancel the black hole.
Oh, speaking of which, I just saw that he has decided to opt out of going for the Lincoln Sphere. He has a refresher orb now.
Well, when your Morphling has a Lincoln Sphere for you, you don't need one anymore.
Yeah, but they
That's
were
trust
hardly...
in your teammates right there.
I mean, if you want to believe that that's the way to do it, then all right. But even if, like, my teammates... Even if there was no... If you can trust your
Hey.
teammates all you want, but when they're not there for you, that's when you need it.
I want you to move your camera around a little bit over here. Oh, no,
Where's
never mind,
over
it's
here?
gone. Don't worry about it.
What are you talking
my
about?
entire screen was covered by a dead Revo.
By the courier?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was I saw it earlier. It was like a giant, like, Greevil dead corpse flying over there. By the way, Roshan is up. The only one in there is Palamentos. Or Palantimos. It's Palantimos.
Emperor.
Got it.
Emperor Palpatine.
Now we just do it that way. Roll starts up. Roll coming in. They want to get somebody here. They drop the BKB immediately on the side of Pikachu. Silenced up on Disruptor. He's trying to find somebody to glimpse. They want this Winter Wyvern. They see him now. They drop the curse, but that's not going to do anything here, and they kill off one. Buyback immediately. Valamentos on the sidelines. Ghost Scepter goes out. He dodges it just in time. The heal's there, though, and Funnick. There's no real way they could damage him outside of that. They blink out immediately onto Rogers, so there's no black hole. He has no buyback because he bought the refresher, and this is HR. They need to disengage here. There's silenced up on Nyx as well. They can't do anything. There's no mana for waveform. Silenced up, slowed up as well. He's taking so much damage. Funnick does come in, try to get the disarm. They will get it, and Nyx still trying to get out here. They will get him in the sidelines, though. Maposhka ends up dying to the Disruptor. Or to the... Well, technically he did, but to Disruptor Illusions of Shadow Demon. And with no heroes dead, only one buyback, actually. The Winter's Curse was a perfect one. They're just going to take this Roche, and they're going to walk down mid.
Yep. So, used there. I mean, they expended so much on the PL there, and the PL still got out. That's the biggest issue. Every other... They aren't able to win this team fight if they're committing all these spells and heroes to go on the PL at the start of it, and then the PL gets away. And it keeps happening. Just don't quite get enough. And that's where you're dropping your Static Storm Kinetic Field on. Like, these are your two really big team fight ultimates, and they accomplished nothing last time. Black Hole wasn't used either. Like, you're just getting outmaneuvered at the moment. You know that PL is an issue and you need to get on him, but you have nothing to, like, get that first initiation off without Cyber Legacy being able to cancel or get the disengage afterwards.
I'm telling you, dude, I don't think he should have went Lincolns. That's all I'm saying. Like I told you. Sure, you can trust your teammates all you want, but like I said, if your teammate ain't there...
Yeah. Morphling
get
does
the
have other
ultimate
things
off.
to worry about.
Is he gonna... Please tell me he has Lincoln's queued back up. Yeah, he does. Okay. He has the ninja gear, though.
Yeah,
What's
at this
Morphling
point,
have right
too
now?
little too late. He's got the refresher orb, and that's okay as well, but I think he runs out of mana long before he gets
He
two
has
black holes
to...
up.
What he has to do is... He blinks in, drops Black Hole, and then refreshes, eats the mangoes, drops Black Hole again.
Okay, that's why he's carrying 6 mangoes.
Well, I mean, the other thing is that they do have a mango tree in their base, like right outside of the fountain.
Yeah, but that's why he's carrying 6 mangoes. You made a very valid point. That is a serious issue. 6 mangoes will fix that.
Leveler actually picked up for Death Prophet. This is actually a really, really good item, but looks like she'll not take it. She's going to carry that Quickening Charm still, swap out into the Essence Ring during the fights. She has a Pocket Heart of Tarask.
She does. I mean, to use after the cheese is used, I imagine.
Oh, God. Yeah, this mid tower is super dead. Roger blinks in. There's no Lincoln Sphere available because they actually find this Winter on the back line, so lose a lot of HP, but the duel goes out immediately on Nyx, but Nyx is actually winning, and he won this duel. He comes back in. They get the buyback immediately out. as well from the Legion Commander and the Winter Wyvern. They want to go for
But
more.
the other
Roger
black
comes in
hole!
with the second black hole. He's getting a boat. The PL goes down. That's just the Aegis, though. Pikachu trying to get anything here. Nyx turns back into Death Prophet. Mantis styles it off, and they want to get this kill, but the cheese is there. Save it for the time being. The second black hole not available. I mean, we've already seen it be used. I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even see what the Roche was, by the way.
Oh, it was an egg synth. Death Prophet has it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Amazing ability, but oh my god. They didn't get enough from it, though. I mean, that was amazing. They got the Aegis. They're slowing them down a little bit. All their abilities are on cooldown right now. They're not able to take this fight if they can't disable the PL. They can't do that without the Static Storm on the black hole.
Yeah, I mean, you can E-Blade him as much as you want. You can disarm him as much as you want, but there's so many things that can purge it that ends up working out extremely well. Pango Roll does come out. They want to get this Winter Wyvern a second time, and they come back in, and Nyx clicks away. They're not going to get the curse off in time, and they do get the kill, and that's what they were wanting to get off in order to actually make this return. They do manage to kill off Roger, though. There's 1.5 million PL illusions and no way to really kill them off here, and the Decrepify out on Funnick to make sure he lives on this one. Minotaur Horn being popped as well to try and get the escape, and they're going to immediately go for Miposhka. He's decrept up, though. He'll survive for a little while longer. Buys back immediately. They want to confirm kills here. They drop the ultimate out from the Death Prophet as well. The shotgun goes through, but there's no damage coming out from Nyx, especially since he's still got a lot of strength in. And they're going to go for this next tower. They've got the spells. They've got the abilities. Quickening Charm. Just making sure this ult comes up so quickly. Funnick coming back in again. They can't get this PL. Dodges it again. Doppelganger. Great spell, by the way. Thanks, Valve. They do manage to drop the Disruptor and the Storm on top of it. They will get the kill. They got the kill on Palamentos, and they want more. They want Pikachu. There's no real spot for him to escape, especially when you get glimpsed back into the base, but he actually fuels BKBs. No, BKBs at the last second. He will be able to escape. But on the downside, for the side of HR, you lost almost all of your buildings. And
3 tier 3s down. You're missing range racks at the top. I mean, you were missing that before. Lost both your racks at the bottom lane, tier 3. Both the racks is mid lane, tier 3 bottom. And by the time you take a fight again, you're going to have Exorcism back up. I mean, yes, you do have Black Hole, but maybe right now is the time you need to be pushing. You need to get out of the base quicker right now, Enigma. Pop that ninja gear. Run as fast as you can. This is the time to take a fight. PL does have buyback. It's not like they're not going to be able to defend at the moment, but you need to get something off the back of this fight. You can't let them reset after this.
And unfortunately, it looks like that's what they're going to let them do.
No.
Roshan's definitely not up, so they can't even do a side objective. Shrines don't exist anymore. You can take the outpost, but like that's not going to do anything.
Look at them. They're going, man. They know they need to go. These are experienced gamers. I said as they don't go. Alright, so at this point they're going to be able to reset. They're not going to be able to push that down another 15 seconds. So PL is going to be back up. Exorcism is back up. Feels like a little bit of time wasted while you had that black hole, but you know, maybe HellRaisers know something I don't. Maybe they're just trying to not lose their cool here.
Well, Dota is all about trying to keep your focus, maintain your mental sanity while playing the game, so not too surprised.
Look at this. We've got Divine Rapira queued up on the Morphling.
Yeah, I think that's the item that they have to run out of this in order to actually get the comeback going out. There's no real slots that you want to slop out as your Morphling mode in order to keep this. Roll goes out, though. They do want to try to get this Winter Wyvern again. The shotgun's there. They do manage to find fight there at the time being. The duel goes out, though. They will lose at least Miposhka for this, so 1-for-1 trade so far. Winter does go down. That's actually dieback, too, so it'll be a little while. Nyx, though, he still has Morph available. He pops BKB immediately. He's hitting creeps for some reason.
This is good. You have Black Hole ready. You have Refresher ready on the Enigma. He's sitting on the back line. He's going to get them both. This is what he's waiting for.
He's waiting for this right jump, and he finds it. He gets at least a Death Prophet for now. They don't need to pop the Refresher just yet. He does get blinked on immediately, though. Has his ultimate available. Pops the mangoes. He drops the second
and he gets him, too.
And he gets the kill. They're going to go for Legion. They're cleaning him up. The Glimmer Cape's not going to save you today. The Shadow Blade's not going to do anything. And HR, they get the kills they need, and now this is where they will take the advantage. They'll walk down mid. They'll force the PL buyback. I don't even think you could defend it with just Death Prophet PL anyway. By the way, Death Prophet did buy back as well. So Death Prophet now with no buyback, this is her only life. And Nyx is ready. He wants this.
Yeah, buyback now on cooldown on Legion Commander. She bought back a while ago for that fight. 3 seconds without buyback, got 90 seconds to make a play happen here. PL is forced to buy back. Again, you know that Legion Commander isn't coming back at the moment. And I think that's the right play right now because Exorcism's on cooldown. If this Death Prophet got cut out without Exorcism,
it's on, by the way.
They could lose the game right now.
The Divine is active. Morphling has swapped out the shotgun for it, which makes sense because if you have a Divine Rapier now, you just want to actually just right-click people all the time.
Your right-click is the shotgun.
Yeah.
You got a shotgun on auto-fire. Automatic shotgun right now on Morphling. And he's got the Witless Shaka, which is very big as well, getting 1200 extra max health. So he's got 3000 HP, almost 350 agility. He's attacking every 0.28 seconds for nearly... that's a lot. It's a lot of damage. I'm North American, so I can't do math. That's 760 damage every 0.28 seconds.
Yeah, he's a real beefy boy. He's got the Lincolns, he's got BKB, he's got so much resistance available for this one. There's also technically the backup black holes. There's so many extra disables. They can't really... It's gotten to the point where it is literally just on this Really, I was gonna say PL, but I mean it technically is just on this PL. You can see the net worth actually available on the Death Prophet, but those items just help her live. If she doesn't really do like the most damage in team fights, she's not a right-click mid hero where Palantemos is actually the right clicker, and he's just not. It feels like he's lacking damage still. It's this late into the game, and I think his recovery point is making the Bloodthorn.
Yeah, he is going to slow down a little bit. The further you get into the game, because again, it just doesn't scale as well as right clicks do. The Exorcism, it's a set amount of damage. You do a lot and you push down towers very quickly and you're difficult to kill, but your goal was to just be a hindrance while the PL kills everybody. Last fight went, I'm going to stop myself short because we're about to see a fight here.
Pango roll. They do find the Divine Rapier. You can see how quickly that they disengage from this one as soon as they saw that one. They bring him back, the glimpse on the Winter. If they get this kill on Bignum, that's huge, and they find the E-Blade, but there's the fresh new item. The Aeon Disc will save him for the time being, but only for the time being. They will manage to find Kasani in the backline to the duel, and the Black Hole actually goes down on the PL again. They get the kill. This is a huge one. The Refresher is there. The BKB goes through. The Winter's Curse isn't there. He actually dies trying to cast it due to the Nether Ward, and CL just popped the GG. They don't want any more of this game. They see the Divine. No buybacks available for any of these heroes. They're just done.